Hi everyone, welcome to our HTML tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you all the basic elements and tags of HTML. Before getting started, if you want to know what is HTML and have its introduction, follow the link in the info box or in the description provided. Today, we will be learning very basic and essential tags of HTML which are most commonly used while writing any HTML program, which are listed here as follows. So let's get started. To start writing some code, we need a code base. Let's create a folder and name it as HTML, where we will be placing all our HTML code and we'll be using Visual Studio Code editor for writing the code. You can find the entire code on our Git repository. The link is provided in the description. To start writing code, we need to create a HTML file with .html extension. You can name the file the way you want, but with .html extension. Here is the simple HTML file which I had created. As you can see, this is a very simple HTML program. In this first line, we had defined the document or file as HTML document and wrapped the body tag inside HTML tag. The body tag is where you place all your contents of your HTML document to be displayed on the browser. In order to view this HTML file on your browser, go to the file location and open with Chrome. Now you can see you had successfully able to run your first HTML program. So kudos to yourself. This is the common code while writing the HTML document, and you can see the same code in the other examples as well, but with some extra specific tags. Like a head tag. Head tag is usually placed above the body tag. The head tag holds different metadata information like page title and other info of the page. Now let us also open the page on our Chrome browser. As you can see, this page is also rendered on your browser. But spot the difference. The content of both the pages is same. But if you notice, on the Chrome tab, it shows the title of this page, which we had wrapped inside the head tag in title tag. Now let us learn the most common tag, div tag. Div tag is usually used to split our code into blocks or sections, which are also called as containers. As you can see, I had created two div containers and each container with different code inside it. Let us see how it appears on our Chrome browser. Nothing fancy, right? Because these containers are only helpful when you start styling your page. So let's start putting in some content into our HTML page, like headings. In HTML, we have 6 levels of headings from H1 to H6, and each of the heading tag in HTML has its own significance. It is just not like it will be shown in the smaller size than the above one. We mainly use H1 tag for your blog title. When we use H1 tag as our blog title, the search engine will better optimize your blog and help you rank higher than other websites which relate with the same title. So if you are writing a blog, you might also need to place some paragraphs. For this, we use p tag. You can create multiple p tags and write your content inside it, and considering every p tag you used as a new paragraph. Now let's say if you want to navigate the user from blog 1 to blog 2, how will you do that? For this, we use a href tag. Note, A is the tag element we use and href is only the attribute of a tag. Inside href, we place the page link of the blog to where we want to navigate, and in the content of the tag, we write the text to be displayed like click here, and when you click on it, it simply navigates you to that page like this. Now let's learn putting in some images on your HTML page. For this, we use img tag. It has mainly two attributes. One is source of the file, usually referred as src, and another is alt, which helps the search engines to better understand what is the image about. When an image is not fully loaded, it displays the alt text in place of the image. You can also use the other attributes like height and width, and it is displayed like this on your browser. Now let's learn some more HTML elements like lists. If you had understand the video till now, all you need to learn HTML is just to know simple English terms, as all tag syntax is related to the term called in English. Even while you are developing a HTML page, you don't have to remember all these syntaxes. Best way to start typing in your code is with your imagination and visualization. Now let's understand what are HTML lists. In HTML, we have only two types of list. First is your unordered list and another is ordered list. The difference between these two lists is unordered list uses dots as index and ordered list uses index in some sequential order. Note you can change these sequences to use alphabets like ABC or Roman numbers like Roman A, Roman 1, Roman 2 and Roman 3. Let's learn now displaying some tables on the HTML page. For this we use table tag and inside it we'll have tr, th and td tags where each tag is referred as a new row in the table. We usually have some headings in the first row of the table, right? So for that in the first row we use th tag which means table heading. The browser considers every th tag as a new column for the table and from the second row we use td tag which essentially means table definition and it is displayed like this on the browser. You can give borders and styles to the table and the content as you want. Now time to proceed to our last example in this tutorial. Here I just clubbed all the codes and examples into a single HTML file and it is displayed like this on the browser, lined one after another. This should give you an understanding that how can you place all your visual elements on the page like this. That is it. All for today. You had learned most of the elements in HTML. Thank you.